Hello students, I am Bishwajit Nath. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Best Physics Guide by Bishwajit Nath. Today, I am going to discuss about the quantum physics and its application. First, I shall discuss about the some important informations of quantum physics. First, an oscillator cannot have any energy, but only energies given by capital E is equal to H n into nu. That is, E is equal to NH nu, where H is known as Planck constant, n is any positive integer, that is, values of n will be either 1, 2, 3, etc. And nu is the frequency of radiation. That is, the frequency of radiation is discrete in case of quantum mechanics. Therefore, we can say the second point. The oscillator do not radiate energy continuously, but only it jumps or quanta. These quanta of energy are emitted when an oscillator changes from one to another of its quantized state. That is, change in energy delta E is equal to H into nu. We shall repeat the second point. The oscillator do not radiate energy continuously, but only it jumps or quanta. These quanta of energy are emitted when an oscillator changes from one to another of its quantized states. That is, change in energy delta E is equal to H into nu. Number 3, and as ions as an oscillator remains in one of its quantized states, that is, which is in stationary states, is neither emits nor absorbs any energy. Many experimental facts support quantum physics, like photoelectric effect, Compton effect, Raman effect, tunnel effect, etc. These phenomena or experiments supports quantum physics. Next, wave-particle duality. Each material particle in motion behaves as waves, and the wavelength lambda associated with any moving particle of linear momentum p is given by lambda is equal to h by p is equal to h by mv, where h is the Planck constant, p is the linear momentum of that particle, m is the mass of that particle, and v is the linear velocity of that particle. That is, a particle can behave as wave and a wave also behaves as particle. Now, the de Broglie wavelength of particle of kinetic energy Ek is given by lambda is equal to h by root over of 2m Ek. Here, h is the Planck constant, m is the mass of the particle, and Ek is the kinetic energy of that particle. Second, de Broglie wavelength of a charged particle is given by lambda is equal to h by root over of 2mqv. H by root over of 2mqv. Here, m is the mass of that charged particle, q is the charge of that particle, and v is the potential difference between which it accelerates. Next, the de Broglie wavelength of a material particle at temperature capital T is lambda is equal to h by root over of 2mkt. Here, T is the Boltzmann constant. Here, K is the Boltzmann constant, and T is the temperature of that particle in Kelvin scale. Here, K is the Boltzmann constant, and capital T is the temperature of that particle in Kelvin scale. M is the small m is the mass of that particle. Now, de Broglie wavelength of a helium atom is h by root over of 3mkt. Here, T is the temperature in Kelvin scale, small m is the mass of that helium atom, K is the Boltzmann constant. Next, de Broglie wavelength of an electron accelerated through high potential difference V is lambda is equal to h by root over of 2m0 small e v. Whole into 1 plus e v by 2m0 c square. That is lambda is equal to h by root over of 2m0 ev whole into 1 plus ev by 2m0 c square. Here m0 is the rest mass of that electron and c is the speed of light in vacuum. Next, photoelectric effect. We know that when a light ray incident on a surface of metal, then some electron emits from the metal. This effect is known as photoelectric effect. The equation of photoelectric effect is h nu is equal to capital E0 plus K max, where nu is the frequency of incident light, capital E0 is the threshold energy, K max is the maximum kinetic energy of an electron emits from the metal due to photoelectric effect. Next, Compton effect. When light photon is scattered by any gas or liquid or solid molecules, a major part of the scattered light has the same wavelength as that of incident light. But there is also a part of scattered light with the changed wavelength given by delta lambda is equal to lambda prime minus lambda is approximately equal to h by m0c whole into 1 minus cos phi. This is equal to 0.0242 whole into 1 minus cos phi angstrom. Here, phi is known as angle of scattering. Next, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. The product of uncertainty in determining the position and momentum of a particle at same instant is delta x into delta p greater or equal h by 2 pi. Here delta x is the uncertainty in measuring of position and delta p is the uncertainty in measuring the linear momentum of that particle. H is the Planck constant. That is, we never measure the position and linear momentum of a particle exactly at a same time. Similarly, we can write delta E is the uncertainty in determining energy of the system and delta T is uncertainty in time. Then delta E dot delta E greater or equal h by greater or equal h. Where h bar is equal to h by 2 pi. Also, delta j dot delta theta greater or equal h bar, where delta j is the uncertainty in angular momentum and delta theta is the uncertainty in angle. Now, the exact statement will be delta x dot delta p greater or equal h bar by 2, delta E dot delta t greater or equal h bar by 2, and delta j dot delta theta greater or equal h bar by 2. Today, I am going to complete my discussion. In the next videos, I shall discuss about Schrodinger equation and the tunnel effect, Compton effect, etc. So please wait for my next videos, and please subscribe my channel and share these videos with your friends. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day.